Hey y'all, I'm back with part two. I had to cut it off at the right there, but yeah, I just, it really, honestly, it really kind of pissed me off. I try to come soft and subtle just to ask the question and not be yelling and acting a fool. So people won't be like, "What is wrong with her?" But yeah, it really pissed me off. I see why this case has went the way it's went because you got a bunch of don't know how to do nothing, don't write, can't think right. If you paid them to, fools who's looking for fame rather than and getting their face out there rather than finding out how you really can get some steps to get things done for this girl. Okay? Or either they do know how to do it and they don't want to do it because they know it will impede the mother's lawsuit against the hotel. Because I'm really not understanding a lot of things. Okay? Secondly, I want to talk about how people keep saying, oh, the narrative now is that she only wants the money. She only wants the money. But let me ask you a question. Even if that is the case, she deserves it. Well, first, let me say that. She deserves that money. Okay? And I say that because even if somebody did kill her in the hotel, where she was found at, nobody should have had access to. Okay? The guard didn't do his job with stopping the party and putting everybody out. Okay? And two, the guard didn't do their job because nobody caught what happened to her, if anything has happened to this child, on camera. Okay? And I loosely put out there if, because the mother said some things that would allude to the fact that something happened to this child, but somebody else is putting all this mess out here and trying to feed the narrative. So either they just took what she said and ran, or what they're putting out here really did happen to this child. But what I do want to say is, think about if you was in your shoes. Somebody called you and told you your child was found dead. Yeah, she's 19, but that's still your child. It doesn't matter, okay? I have a 23-year-old. He's still my child. He's still my son. He's not going to be my son because he's 23. Like a lot of people, when they talk like that, they get on my nerves with that too. But you can't help how people think, But, and they tell you, oh, your daughter walked into this freezer. And then you see her and you clearly see what you're telling me happened doesn't match how she looks. And then you're telling me I have to accept the fact of what you're telling me. But I know as a mom, intuition-wise, and what I'm seeing with my eyes is not matching what you told me. Okay? We see clearly that they cleaned the evidence scene up. Nobody ever does that. Not that I know of. Now, I know we all watch shows or whatever like that, and we think that what goes on these crime shows really happens in real life. I'm not one of them dumb people that fall for that. I already know that half of the stuff that goes on in these crime shows does not happen in real life, and some of it does, okay? But I would think if it was just an accident, like they said, when the sister said that she walked into that freezer, it wasn't nothing in there but a little bit of cube, a piece of ice. They had already cleaned that freezer out. Yet on her death photos, you clearly see blood. You see saran wrap. You see a bunch of footprints. And they could have been the police's footprints. We're not going to say that. You know what I mean? It's not adding up. What they're saying and what we're seeing is two different things. Okay? It just doesn't make any sense. But I pose the question to you again. If that was your child, what would you do? They already have a nasty attitude towards you. They feel like they don't have to answer any questions to you. The questions that they do answer, they feel like you should just accept and get on. So basically, what else was Teresa Martin supposed to do? She was supposed to go and put a lawsuit against them. She absolutely should have. You know why? Regardless what her daughter was up there doing, no, regardless what those other young adults was up there doing. Because you are not hearing me and you're telling me that I should just shut up and take my dead daughter and get on with my life. But I know how to make you hear me. You're going to hear me now, and no, I'm not going to settle. We all know that those hotels have insurances for situations like that or whatever like that. But she's proving a point to them. You're not going to have my child done that way and think I'm going to let you ride off of that with a measly settlement check. It's not going to happen. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now they're trying to throw the lawyer in there and trying to say, well, is he really this or he's really that? Listen, that lawyer is for what she has, the right lawyer and one of the best and top renowned lawyers in the country for it. Let me tell you something. She's doing what she's supposed to do. She did what she was supposed to do to make a statement. Because who's to say that this stuff is still not going on? Let's just say that something did happen to her. I'm more inclined to believe that the hotel had a lot to do with it. Something happened regarding that hotel towards the end. I still believe some crazy stuff went down in that room, but we are never going to be able to prove that because those kids are not talking, okay? But I feel like it's also a separate incident where somehow the hotel was flipped in and got involved. Now, whether it be because they saw her or whether it be because maybe a gang member called these people and needed a favor to be done, we don't know. But who's to say it's still not going on? I mean, let's try to make some common sense out of sense. Y'all rushed this case right out of the way, then you released the pictures, and it's almost like we're laughing at you. Yeah, we know this girl didn't walk into this freezer. Yeah, we see blood on there, but we don't care. And no, we don't have a way to explain how her foot got cut. We don't care. We said it's an accident. Get on. Teresa is doing everything she's supposed to do. So when you sit here and try to flip it like she doesn't want justice or she's being greedy, this is the only form of justice she's going to get right now. Unless the hotel is really to come off of sitting on their hands and show what really happened to that girl, that's the only form of justice she is going to get right now. So I don't know, what more do you want from this lady? What more do you want from anybody? That's all I'm saying. Like, make it make sense. Don't sit up here and say, oh, she's only doing it for the money. What other way would she be able to come to them? She can't prove that her daughter was killed. People keep saying, you got Louis Chambers saying, oh, the step pop was there. There's a whole lot more to this case that you don't know. What activist would be talking like that? You got Jedediah saying the same thing. You got all these activists, Natura, out her mouth saying the same thing. So if you know all of this, why y'all not marching y'all happy asses down to the aldermans? No, but you want to jump on Facebook for your viewership. It is not making sense to me. Why you not marching your happy behinds down to the state representative's office or somebody of some power who can get something done? Even though if all of that turned out to be true about him having something to do with it or the gangs or whatever like that, if you know this to be the case, why y'all just going to Facebook about it? Because it's a narrative you guys are trying to push? Is it a narrative you guys are trying to push to go against Teresa? Because it sure wouldn't be for the hotel. That's more, I mean, yeah, it's more for the hotel than Teresa. Teresa is saying something happened, something's not right, and you guys are negligent. You guys are basically saying, oh, no, that's not it. It's all from some street stuff. And her stepfather is involved. So when she says, are you really working for the hotel? You got me wondering, are you really working for the hotel? Because why would you guys come out and say that? Why would you go to social media and say some stuff like that? Why wouldn't you go to the mainstream media and put that out there? Why wouldn't you be at the alderman's doors, the state representative's door, the mayor's door, anybody's door with some power who could get something done about what happened to this girl if something really happened to her? These are the things that are starting to piss me off, and I'm tired of it. I've been over the YouTubers. I already said what I said about them. I don't think any of them are in touch with Teresa. I don't think, you know what I mean? I already spoke about that. But now my issue is with these activists. The minute she wasn't letting y'all ride on that fame train behind her daughter's death, y'all all came out there and y'all all tried to destroy her. And you're still slick being slick about it. Now, I'm not crazy, and I have a lot of common sense. I see what's going on. So I'm really, when she said you people are working with the gangs, I don't know if that's true, because that was out here on a rumor too. But, you know, she felt like you were working for the hotel. I'm starting to believe her. Because why would you say some stuff like that? It's not proving her theory. It's not helping her. You're actually feeding a narrative for the hotel to go in here and say, listen, we wasn't negligent of what happened to her. This is what happened to your daughter. But guess what? I couldn't be a juror. Because you know the way I would feel? You guys are still negligent and you're still responsible. Because even if all that did happen to my child on your property, it shouldn't have never happened on her property. You guys should have been paying attention, and you wasn't. You guys had several opportunities to stop it, and you didn't. So it really does make me wonder, do these activists in Chicago really want justice for Ken'neka, or are they playing dumb? Because they think we're dumb? Because the moves that they are making and have made makes no sense at all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So you guys, you leave your comment below. Because I'm serious. If you just sit back and take a look at just what the activists alone have done. And I'm not talking about all the other foolery. I'm just talking about what they have done. And what they have said out their mouth. Does the narrative fit more for what Teresa or the hotel? Because to me, it's like you're fitting the hotel's narrative. How you guys don't know to go to these places to protest and get something done? Why are you going to social media to say negative things about Teresa Martin and her man instead of going to a news outlet? Instead of going somewhere where something possibly could be done. And you wonder why everybody says Chicago is corrupt. And you wonder why 600 people are dead. I'm even hearing rumors that it's not the kids that's killing each other. It's the cops that's going out here shooting these kids. And blaming it on other gangs. Sounds like LA all over to me again, y'all. Sounds like LA all over to me. All right. Peace out. Lady J.